folks, Kevin here in Japan, and this is a video response to Kat over at Kitty Does Japan, and she made a video just the other day about how vomiting and loogies, and how basically her opinion is that, you know, she's lived in cities, she lived in kind of medium-sized places, and now she's living in the countryside, and that in the countryside just you seem to hear everything. There's just not as many people, the sound travels. It just seems, although there's not as many people, it seems like it's more intimate. And I suppose so. To be honest, I haven't lived in the countryside in Japan, but I did live in I grew up in a really small town in Canada. So I think I know what you mean. And one of the things about living in a small town is that, a very small town, is that there's never privacy. Everybody knows everybody's business, and everybody knows what everyone is up to. In the case of this, she's talking about, like, there was a person a few houses down and you can hear them vomiting in the morning, or you can hear people, you know, hawking loogies all over the place. And that's true. And I mean, of course, people hawk loogies, and you know, her and Russ also mentioned that they think that one of the things about life in the city, when you live in a big city, is that there's a lot more background noise. So although people may be hawking their loogies or doing this, I'm running across the road right now, they're hawking their loogies, they're doing this and that, maybe you just don't notice it because of the background noise. Now I want to throw one more theory about this, and I believe that both, and it's really windy now, so there you go. Not really windy, but I think both of those ideas are correct. But here's another one I want to throw into the mix as well. Another reason why I think we hear so many loogies being hawked in the countryside in the Inaka, I think it's also a generational thing in Japan. If you look at the demographics, the demographic breakdowns of the countryside, it's mostly old people, right? Most young people in Japan move to the cities to pursue careers and have more opportunity. So I mean, it's one thing, like the rural population of Japan is aging, and I tend to find that, like, older people just don't give a crap anymore. They're like, I'm old, I'll do what I want. I want to hawk a loogie, I'll hawk a loogie. Whereas maybe, you know, when they were younger, maybe they would have thought that through a bit more and maybe not have done so, but because of their age, you know, that they're an older generation, they just don't care anymore. There's another idea that just popped in my head, possibly because of the fact that it's kind of an agrarian culture. In the city, maybe there's more social rules and social norms. You're maybe more inclined to be concerned about what others may think of you socially. So because of social cues and this and that, you're not going to hawk a loogie. Wait till you get home to do that, or you wait till you're in the bathroom to do that kind of thing, or in the toilet. Whereas in here, well, I mean, not here, I live in the city, obviously, but in the countryside, maybe those social norms aren't there. So people are just like, whatever, you know, I got some stuff in my lungs that wants to come out. Let's expel it. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you think, Kat? What do you think, Russ? Yeah, by the way, I got some great insect photos to show you, Russ. We'll be putting those on Facebook later. Yeah, so those, Kevin here in Japan, those are my 2, 3, 4 cents about people hawking loogies in Japan. And to be honest, I don't hear it that much here in the city where I live, but I know what you mean. Yeah, so there you go. And I'd hawk a loogie right now, but that would be against social cues and norms here in the city. Alright guys, take care. Kevin in Japan, check the links below.